Happy Halloween, my goblin friends! Are you ready to have a spooky day with sweet treats and join in on the Halloween fun? Let me know in the comments what your plans are for Halloween. What are you going to do, or what have you already done to join in on the festivities? For Halloween, let me tell you a spooky story with a twist. Once upon a Halloween night, a group of friends set out to explore the haunted house at the edge of town. It was a long, cold walk, but no one wanted to be the first to turn back, so they all walked in silence until they came upon the abandoned house of Old Man Jekerson. To get in the front door, they would have to pass the eerie graveyard of him and his ancestors. The oldest friend, Randy, took off running as fast as he could, and as they looked in shock, they took off running behind him. Well, everyone but his younger brother, Thomas. He was too scared to cross the cemetery alone and stood there in terror. They all screamed for him to come on, but he was froze looking at what was behind them. As they saw his eyes glass over, they knew he saw something that they didn't. They all slowly turned around and saw the front door creeping open on its own. Frightened but also intrigued, they grabbed Thomas and tiptoed inside. They shivered as they crept up the creaky stairs, the floorboards groaning under their weight. They constantly looked around in every direction as they continued to walk through the old creakily house. As they walked, they had to fight off the spider webs and jump as a mouse or two ran across their feet. But not one of them would admit they were afraid. So they continued on. Suddenly, a cold draft blew through the hall, making their hair stand on end. "Did you hear that?" whispered one of them. A shadow darted across the wall. They froze. Not wanting to admit to themselves of what they just saw, they tried to laugh it off and explain it away as a passing car, even though they had seen no headlights. The house had become an unusual amount of cold, as if they had stepped into a freezer. Their walk got slower as they approached the main bedroom door. They stood quietly, looking to Randy to open it. As he slowly put his hand around the wobbly handle, he felt a lump in his throat, and when he swallowed, everyone could hear his fear. But filled with anticipation, they wanted to see what was inside. The door creaked so loudly, they couldn't focus on anything else besides it. Just as they were about to look inside, a loud bang echoed through the house. They jumped and turned to see what it was. The room was pitch dark, so they huddled close together before creeping forward slowly. Their heartbeats were now beating so fast, they were terrified with what it could be. They screamed and turned to see a black cat knocking over a broom. The friends burst into laughter, their fear melting away. They had scared themselves with the possibilities and curiosities of the unknown of Old Man Jekerson's abandoned house. They wasted no time running out the house, down the road and back home to the comfort of their safe and warm couch. Remember, Halloween is all about the fun and the unexpected. So grab your costumes, your candy, and your courage. Happy Halloween! Boo! Ha 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 ha! Gotcha! I hope you think that story was worth hitting the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it if you did. Thanks for listening. See you next time.